Hey everyone, Councilmember Reggie Harris here. Since my election to council in 2021, my office has been hard at work doing all we can to improve the material conditions of working Cincinnatians, addressing bureaucratic and systemic inequities, and honoring our values of inclusion, opportunity, and growth. But I know we've all got a lot going on in our lives, and it can be hard to keep up with what's been happening. Especially in politics, we often spend much of our time critiquing systems and focusing on everything that's gone wrong. So in the spirit of hope, joy, and optimism, I want to take a few short minutes to highlight some of the work I'm most proud of during my first year in office. During my first month in City Hall, we authored an ordinance to streamline the process for light tech applications, allowing projects to receive automatic compliance and bypass a council approval process. By removing obstacles to building low-income housing in Cincinnati, we can incentivize the production of homes for those who most need them. We funded and hosted the City of Cincinnati's first ever annual Housing Solutions Summit, bringing together public servants, community leaders, housing and development experts, and neighborhood residents to participate in productive, solution-oriented discussions. We also identified critical gaps in the City of Cincinnati's collection and communication of data regarding housing production, affordability, and management, requesting a vigorous report on the number and geographical distribution of affordable housing units, creating a public list of city-involved developers to ensure accountability in development deals, expanding the breadth of data the Department of Buildings and Inspections collects to better identify vacant buildings, and launching a digital public dashboard to share all data on city-subsidized and incentivized affordable housing projects. We updated the discrimination section of Cincinnati's Municipal Code to be more inclusive, expanding the definitions of those receiving protection and barring businesses and housing from discrimination based on sexual and reproductive health decisions. We established and hosted the City of Cincinnati's first ever Pride Block Party, a public celebration of queer joy in Cincinnati, right outside City Hall. And in recognition of Transgender Day of Visibility, we raised the transgender pride flag at City Hall for the first time in history. We authorized the construction of a permanent supportive housing facility over the Rhine that will house 44 individuals experiencing homelessness. We hired additional City of Cincinnati legislators to litigate problem properties, rental properties where the landlord refuses to meet safety and maintenance codes for extended periods, placing their tenants in unsafe living conditions. We also advocated for more effective and accountable code enforcement by funding targeted legal action against institutional investors. We restructured the prioritization process for the fund of funds at CDF and the city's NOFA to focus on the biggest need: mixed income development, high opportunity neighborhoods, and 0 to 60% AMI development. We ensured that minority entrepreneurship, youth development, housing security, economic opportunity, addiction treatment, pedestrian safety, neighborhood investment, food access, and art organizations were consistently prioritized in the city's budget. This secured funding for critical local organizations and hundreds of infrastructure and pedestrian safety projects throughout the next few years. We spearheaded Cincinnati's response to the 2022 monkeypox outbreak, coordinating with Hamilton County officials, community leaders, LGBTQIA+ organizations, and healthcare leaders to create a local awareness campaign and proficient vaccine response. We also connected local Black businesses and entrepreneurs with prospective venture capitalists, helping them network and form connections. We publicly opposed hateful bills from the Ohio State Legislature attacking the rights of women, queer folks, and teachers passionate about truthful, inclusive, and diverse education. And lastly, we assisted countless individual constituents with public service issues: litter cleanup, weed overgrowth, alley maintenance, lacking signage, small business permits, housing issues, whether they were facing eviction, dealing with some short-term rental properties, or experiencing a neglectful landlord. And we helped train the City of Cincinnati Office of Constituent Engagement to better direct residents to housing resources. And time! I hope this snippet shows you how hard we are working to assure a future Cincinnati that you want to live in. I'll see you next year, where I hope to do another one of these and look back fondly on all we did in 2023.